fighter out of the blue corner with one fight under his record, weighing in at 156 pounds, staying at 5 feet 8 inches, an orthodox fighter from Mankato, Minnesota, Sam Mohawk Hernandez. And his opponent in this 4-round junior middleweight attraction out of the red corner has one record with 1 win and 1 KO, weighing at 155 pounds, standing at 6'3", a southpaw from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Robbie Single Shot Loyde.
6'3" southpaw is nightmarish for most fighters.
You know, I don't think Robbie is a southpaw. I think they made a mistake there. I'm pretty sure he's a right-handed fighter. Might be wrong, but
And your referee for the action is the Honorable Mark Nelson.
He's certainly leading that way now in his corner as a orthodox fighter. I really like this kid a lot, man. Robbie Loyde, I think he has got a lot of talent. I really hope this Ignite League, puts a little time and energy behind him.
nice base, nice stance, and you can just tell he's relaxing there, and I think he's gonna, good shot by Hernandez there.
Yeah. Sam Hernandez smothering Robbie Loyde right now. Sam Hernandez, black trunks, straight black trunks. Robbie Loyde, white trim over black leather. Ooh, nice jab.
Nice, solid jab.
And Robbie Loyde setting the tone.
That's going to be key for Robbie today. If Hernandez is going to keep on reaching in with those big shots, to keep him at bay with that jab all night long.
A little deep breath by Sam Hernandez, marching in with a left-right punch. Robbie Loyde extremely focused. Yeah, right now Robbie Loyde is just downloading information.
Absolutely. Good counter shot.
He's catching a rhythm of Sam Hernandez. Sam Hernandez, I've called several of his mixed martial arts fights. He is tough as nails. Definitely can take a punch.
He's loading up on his shots right now, and Robbie Loyde just staying in his low shell and blocking most of them. He's landed a few, but for the most part, Robbie's picking everything off with his shoulders.
Robbie's got real good movement in his hips too. I mean, it's kind of like where he's dodging his punches.
Touching with the jab a little bit. I'd like to see that right hand behind that.
Sam Hernandez very active. Lead punching against a pure boxer, Robbie Oliver. Or Robbie Loyde, I should say. Robbie Loyde staying tight, center ring.
I'd like to see a little bit more of those jabs. He's got a long reach. He's 6'3", and Sam Hernandez is 5'8". And Robbie Loyde just got to get that jab popping and keep Hernandez at bay.
Deep breath by Sam Hernandez. Less than a minute left in this first round. Glancing shot by Robbie Loyde. Ooh, good left.
Nice little check hook there.
Yeah, check hook again. So I think Robbie Loyde is kind of understanding the movement of Sam Hernandez. And you had said he's working on his punch output. I think this is going to be a time to maybe turn that on. Marching down Sam Hernandez now is Robbie Loyde.
He's missing with all those wide shots, but I'd like to see Robbie Loyde counter with something there. He's making him miss so wildly. He's got to make him pay for that.
Yeah, he's smirking at the end of it, too. Good first round for Sam Hernandez. Definitely. Robbie Loyde, obviously composed. We had mentioned that was probably one of his keys to success, is his absolute ability to stay composed, especially under pressure. Sam Hernandez, not afraid to lead punch against a pure boxer.
Good first round for Hernandez, though. I think, like you said, Robbie Loyde was downloading the information. Hopefully he's got it, because like we said before, this is a 4-round fight. You don't have time to give away any of those rounds.
You can't be comfortable.
Hernandez won that first round, and Robbie Loyde's got to turn it up here and get rid of this guy.
Work Jim Delico James in the corner of Robbie Loyde. On the other side of the round, we got the Mohawk Menace, Sam Hernandez, working out of Mark 44. We've got Alfonso Tapio, Juan Pablo Hernandez. It's be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Robbie Loyde makes.
I'd like to see him pick up that punch output like he said he was trying to do. Right now, he was just kind of playing with the jab, and I think he's got to stick the jab and throw that right hand behind it.
Yakila Alamein in the corner of Robbie Loyde as well, a fantastic jiu-jitsu practitioner herself. Interesting to see that she's cornering a Robbie Loyde in a boxing match. Robbie's head movement's pretty impressive. Sam Hernandez continuing.
And Hernandez is trying to throw that right hand over the top of his shoulder, and he's just rolling with it a la Mayweather and getting out of the way. But like I said before, I'd like to see Robbie Loyde counter those shots because he's getting Hernandez off balance. And
it's an open window.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can't let him get away with that.
I mean, everybody enjoys a defensive boxer, but it usually means when they're missing, that means you got to hit them at the end.
Absolutely. Make them miss, make them pay.
Robbie had also said a little bit of anxiety and kind of getting caught in the politics was the reason that his pro career didn't start years earlier. Working out at too many gyms, guys not wanting to help him out. Made the proper changes and beginning his pro career.
And Robbie works hard as well. He takes it seriously. He's in the gym all the time and working on his strength and conditioning, working on his boxing.
Yeah, where he grew up on the south side of Chicago, I'm very familiar with. But I'd say about 65% of the violence in Chicago is exactly where he grew up.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-block radius where the majority of the violence happens. He said his mother moved them up to Minnesota, give him a better life, and he can't thank her enough for that.
Absolutely.
True success story.
Now he's got to make mama proud.
That's it. Absolutely. Sam Hernandez lunging in with the left-right punch. Sam's almost mechanical, going 1-2, double jab, 1-2.
Right now it's working, though. He's outworking Robbie. Robbie's a little bit too relaxed in there. I'd like to see him pick the output up, like I said, and you just got to let your hands go. In a 4-round fight, you can't give away, especially 2 rounds. And right now, Hernandez is winning this round as well.
It's based on work.
Just outworking him. It's clear who the more talented and more composed fighter is, but he's getting outworked right now by the guy that's just throwing more punches.
Robbie really hasn't committed to a hard right hand either, which he's got a heavy punch.
Yeah. Wonder if there's an injury in that right hand or something. Or he hasn't thrown it at all. And
no, I haven't.
It's there. He's touching him with the jab. Just throw that right hand.
If you look at the head movement of Sam Hernandez, he's actually almost moving it towards the power side of Robbie. As a boxer, whenever somebody throws a jab, you try not to go towards that power side. You try to stay on the outside of the jab. But Sam is just making a tactical error, especially on the highest ends of boxing where, you're moving your head towards the power side.
He's slipping right in front of his right hand, and Robbie's just not throwing it. All he's got to do is just throw it out there and touch him with it, My coach always tells me, just get it out there. You don't have to throw it hard. Just touch him with it. Let him know you can hit it. And then once you can land it, then you can start throwing it a little bit harder and coming with something behind it. And you just gotta let it go.
If I'm Delico James, I think I'd have a little bit of urgency in the corner of Robbie Loyde.
Yeah, I think he's down 2-0 right now, and it's only for the fact that he's getting outworked. I think Hernandez is landing some overhand rights for the most part. Most of his shots are bouncing off the shoulders, bouncing off the gloves, but he's still throwing the punches, and he's outworking Robbie Loyde right now.
Absolutely. Sam Hernandez has got a fantastic work ethic. He has not stopped. He's not breathing too hard either. No. He has not stopped since this fight started. Punch output. I mean, that's what Robbie Loyde told us he was going to work on. He worked on leading up to this fight. I think he's kind of falling into some old habits.
More good work from Hernandez. Not really landing anything, but he's the aggressor, and he's the one that's throwing the punches. Yeah,
you can't win exchanges by just defending.
No. Unless you're Willie Pep.
Yeah, it's just true. Very good call. Heavy right hand by Hernandez, missing the chin of Robbie Loyde.
Yesterday in the fighter meetings, Hernandez told me he was going to try to outwork Robbie Loyde from the outside, which was interesting, being that he's 5 inches shorter than, or actually 6 inches shorter than Robbie Loyde, and right now he's doing a fine job with it, man. He's just outworking him and throwing probably 10-1 punches for Robbie Loyde.
Robbie's touching Sam Hernandez with his left hand. I don't think we've seen a right hand out of Robbie Loyde yet. I don't know what the setback is. Could be an injury. Like after that miss and that wild left hook, you figured send it right down the middle.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You just got to counter that shot.
Yeah, you got a guy that's off balance. You might as well throw it.
And he's not jabbing. He's got to at least offer some resistance to Hernandez as he's coming in. Right now, he's just letting him come in and throw 3 shots to his 0. Just get that jab out there and touch him with it.
I think as the fight continues on, there's a little more confidence out of Hernandez.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when you look at a traditional boxer and I'm an MMA guy, I'd be very cautious about staying in a pocket and swinging. And Hernandez he just grows confidence with every exchange.
Yeah. The longer Robbie Loyde allows him to work his game plan and get his punches off, the more confidence he's going to grow.
Deep breaths by Hernandez.
And just almost too comfortable for Robbie Loyde there. He's sitting inside and just waiting to block instead of punching.
There's a few times where Sam Hernandez has actually closed the distance without throwing a punch.
Yeah.
And just kind of coming in and getting on the inside. You know, if someone's going to close that distance and you've got the reach, you've got to make them pay.
And not much on Hernandez's punches right now. He seems to be tiring out, but
and his hands are down.
He's the one that's throwing punches, and Loyde's not even throwing anything in return. He's got to get that work rate up.
You know, in some of the old school fights from the 80s, you got Angelo Dundee yelling at his fighters in the corner. Lou Duva in the corner. If I'm Dorico James and I'm in Robbie Loyde's corner, I think I'm giving an impassioned speech to pick up his work rate.
He's got to pick it up. If you don't win this round big, he's going to lose this fight. And I have Hernandez up 3-0.
And it's a winnable fight for Robbie Loyde.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's no discredit to Hernandez. Hernandez is working his butt off.
Yeah, he's winning. He's outworking Robbie Loyde right now. He's up, in my opinion, 3 rounds to 0. But he's tiring. His hands are low. And Robbie Loyde should not be tired because he hasn't really expended any energy by throwing a lot of punches. So he's just got to step on the gas and try to get a stoppage here in round 4.
Yeah, Clay Udley, the owner of Mark 44. Pressing the ice on the back of Sam Hernandez. Yeah, the Hernandez brothers, he and Juan Pablo, standout fighters in the mixed martial arts scene. Like, if you don't know who they are, you've never been to a local event.
Yeah. Like I said, he doesn't have much boxing experience, but he's a fighter, and you can tell he came to fight.
Robbie Loyde has got to make a statement. Little swelling under the right eye of Sam Hernandez as he circles. Robbie Loyde just lunges in with the jab. He's not keeping Hernandez at the end of his punches.
Yeah.
Either.
Such a long jab that he's not taking advantage of his reach.
I think Robbie Loyde threw his first right hand, connecting to the chin of Hernandez. Short punch. Another right hand by Loyde.
That's the jab he needed to be throwing all night. Just a sharp, quick, popping jab.
Sam Hernandez is closing the distance without fear of getting punched on the outside.
Like you said earlier, his confidence is at 100 right now because nothing's really coming back at him, and he probably thinks that Robbie Loyde can't hurt him.
In between these rounds, and Sam Hernandez, to even sign the contract for this, absolutely signed up for a hard fight.
Absolutely.
And his corners, a lot of confidence in between those rounds on Sam Hernandez's corner.
His corner and Hernandez are the only ones that thought that Hernandez had a chance in here probably tonight.
That counts me. I look at Hernandez as a heavy underdog.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job by Sam Hernandez.
And that's all that matters when you come in there is believe in yourself.
I mean,
and he's outworking him.
I'm an MMA guy. And like, I love traditional boxing, and I fell in love with Robbie Loyde in his last fight. I couldn't believe how just his skill set. And for Sam Hernandez to come in here and poke holes in it, I'm shocked.
Yeah. And I don't even know if he's poking holes in it. I think he's just bashing the door down. he's
fair enough.
You could tell that Robbie Loyde is skilled, and he's just not letting his hands go. And I don't understand it. I don't know if that's a good body shot. He hurt him with that body shot.
Oh, wow. There it is. Robbie Loyde pouring it on.
Good body shot.
It's a slip. We're going to see how slow Hernandez gets up.
Really good body shot. Left hook to the liver.
You know what? I think they're taking his mouthpiece out. This is just purchasing time for Sam Hernandez. Robbie Loyde has got to. You know what? The referee ought to think about taking a point here just based on this type of slow activity.
Robbie's got to step on the gas right now.
Yeah, less than a minute left in this round.
If I'm Hernandez, I'm getting in tight and holding on for dear life until the referee breaks me.
Robbie Loyde's got to go back to the body. Stiff jab by Robbie Loyde. No urgency on Loyde's part.
Yeah, I don't understand it. He had his man hurt bad, and you just got to step on the gas and get the stoppage, because if he doesn't get the stoppage here, he might lose the decision.
Less than 30 seconds left in the fourth round.
Dig to that body right there.
Yeah, he's got to go again. Ooh,
good right hand.
Straight right hand to the chin of Sam Hernandez. 10 seconds left. Good right hand by Robbie Loyde. And Robbie Loyde is
good body shot.
Good body shot.
It's going to be too little, too late, though.
Sam Hernandez might be walking out of here as a huge underdog, having his hand raised.
I think he pulled it off. I think he lost that last round, but I think it's a 3-1 fight.
I believe so. I
didn't understand the lack of urgency there from Robbie Loyde after he hurt him with that left hook to the body, and he kind of threw him down and gave him some extra time. But you got to jump on him right there and take this fight, because he was down in the fight, and he should have known that.
You know, one thing, and I'm not saying it pertains to this fight, a lot of times you see people fight to the level of their opponent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we saw Robbie Loyde fight a little below that level.
I think so, yeah.
And the skill set that we saw Robbie Loyde, and you've experienced with multiple rounds of sparring with him, just not his best performance. Yeah,
that wasn't a reflection of how good of a fighter he is.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. It's a fight where I think he had all the attributes in his favor, and he just didn't get the work rate up there enough, and got outworked by the tough Hernandez.
Yeah.
Credit to Hernandez for taking that body shot too. That was a massive left hook to the liver, and you could tell he wasn't an experienced boxer, because he wasn't holding on. He was just trying to fight his way out of it, which makes him even more tough.
Yeah, he spit his mouthpiece out, smart move, veteran move in a situation like that. Took his time getting it put in.
It was buy a little bit of extra time.
For sure. Our announcer Trez Mala getting the scorecards from the judges. Usually when it takes this long, there could be some issues involved.
The longer it takes, the more you get nervous when you're in that ring.
This is the longest time of your life right here, especially after a big fight. You got a beaming smile out of Sam Hernandez, coming in as the underdog, not afraid to take a tough fight. I got to hand it to him, man. This guy, he didn't come in and intimidated. He had his game plan. He stuck with it.
Absolutely.
You know, he's got 50 fights under his belt between mixed martial arts, boxing, kickboxing.
He should be proud of himself. He conducted himself like a true professional. He made weight. He came here and gave the fans what they paid their money to see, and that was a good performance by him against a guy that was supposed to beat him.
Absolutely. You know, came in as a B-side, walked out of here with his hand raised. But the defensive skills of Robbie Loyde were fantastic.
Absolutely.
But we knew that coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit, almost too patient.
Yes.
Too calm.
Let's make this one official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the score polls. Our first judge has it 39-38. Second Your winner out of the blue corner, Samuel Mohawk Hernandez.
We're obviously a little surprised by that.
That's the right call. That's the right call. I thought he won the fight 3 rounds to 1. I thought Robbie Loyde won the last round with a big body shot and had Hernandez hurt there, but he just was outworked the whole fight.